I'd say it's a little too late. Um, little, just a little. Also, Adam, Adam, leave me alone, Grandpa. I'm sleeping. So, Oscars avoid Donald Trump. Hollywood elites break from recent tradition and actually focus on movies over politics because that's what the Oscars are about. Movies. Media. Not I need to thank everyone for this award. Also, fuck Donald Trump. That's not what the awards are. You're supposed to be circle jerking each other over who's the best actor and who this best composer and this and that. Not a room full of, oh my god, their politics align with mine. That's not what the Oscars are, or the Grammys, or the Emmys, or whatever. No, these are award shows. Talk about the movies or the TV shows or whatever. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Elon Musk. It's okay. Can you get to the movie nominations, please? The 97th Academy Awards, aka the Oscars, made headlines not for the grand political statements, but for what was missing. Any mention of President Donald Trump. While Hollywood has long relished taking jabs at the current president, you mean just Trump? This, even if they do about with other presidents, it's not nearly like vicious attacks. It's like, oh yeah, did you see what Obama did? Oh, that wacky Obama. No, it'd be like a roasting almost, but no, with Trump, they're just vicious attacks. There's no, oh, we just do it in jest. No, they are legitimate vicious attacks. So, not really the same as other presidents. This year's ceremony was eerily silent on political matters, despite being one of the longest Oscar broadcasts in recent history. Not a single presenter, winner, or host uttered Trump's name, a stark contrast to years past when late-night comedians, and Hollywood elites openly ridiculed him at every opportunity. Even Jimmy Kimmel, who, remember, hosted The Man Show with Adam Carolla, The Man Show, which objectified women, is now a giant freaking man baby. Oh my god, Donald Trump. Last night was terrible for so many of us, for women, for children, for the climate. Dude, you host the fucking Man Show. You did blackface. You kind of lost the right to do this virtue signaling bullcrap. And you can't say he was young and stupid. They were in their 20s, 30s, or whatever, and they were doing that show? Yeah, well beyond they were young and stupid. Even Jimmy Kimmel, who was previously delighted in reading Trump's tweets live on air, found himself largely sidelined from the conversation because that's all he does. Him, Stephen, pretty much any of the late night comedians, that's all they do. They just rant about Trump and whine about Trump. And then they wonder why their viewership is going, because people are tired of, oh gee, Stephen Colbert's on. I wonder what he's going to talk. Oh, he's talking about Trump again. Okay, well, Jimmy Kimmel's on. Oh gee, a monologue about Donald Trump again. Including Oscars hosting, on his Oscars hosting, including Trump's critique of Kimmel's monologue at the 2024 ceremony. But this year, nothing. The shift in tones raises questions about Hollywood's waning influence and the effectiveness of their political grants. Yeah, people are tired of it. Now that we have an administration who isn't going to just go along with it, who isn't going to tolerate this constant bashing on just one side, the DEI bull crap. They had a good 4 years. It's done now. People are not afraid to speak up now. You had people getting, well, if you say anything about us, if you say anything about these communities, we will find tweets from your past and we will show your current employer these tweets and you're going to get fired. No one cares anymore. No one cares anymore. Because this administration isn't going to uphold any stupid, oh yeah, Let people fire someone for some stupid tweet they made 10 years ago. So they can see that the bullying tactics are no longer going to work. So these celebrities who for 4 years were able to get up and a lot of good it did. You know, look at Harris's campaign. She had huge celebrities and they still lost because people are just tired of it. People are tired of Hollywood elitists who live in their own little fucking world thinking they can tell the rest of us who to vote for and why, because these people do not live in the same reality as the rest of us. I've said before, these people can wipe their asses comfortably, like with $100 bills several times a day for a year and still have more money than we'll ever make in our lifetimes. So they are completely outside of reality. They don't know what the real world is like. They don't know what it's like to be normal. They don't know what it's like to be human anymore. So they are in no position to be lecturing anyone. And that's why Kamala failed with the celebrities. I mean, she had freaking Beyonce. She had Taylor Swift. And yet they still lost because people are tired of it. So, for years, the entertainment industry positioned itself as a cultural powerhouse, aligning heavily with candidates like Kamala Harris. Yet the results of the 2024 election made it clear that their efforts failed to resonate with everyday Americans. Trump not only secured the Electoral College victory, but also won the popular vote. A decisive rejection of Hollywood's political... Yeah, exactly. They had all these huge celebrities. People that they thought that common folk would listen to. Again, Beyonce, Taylor Swift. Like, oh yeah, we gotta get the Swifties involved. They still lost because people are tired of celebrities thinking that they know better than everyone else when they live in their own little fucking world, their own little gated communities. People are tired of it. A decisive rejection of Hollywood's political messaging. The industry, once seen as a tastemaker, now faces a reckoning over its dwindling influence. Compare today's restrained Oscars to the past when award shows regularly featured Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. I can't remember who it was, but I heard someone call him Voldemort Zelensky. Beamed in via satellite, or A-list celebrities donning pins and ribbons to signal their latest cause. At the 2023 Global Golden Globes, Zelensky delivered a speech pressing the free world. But now, just last week, he was sitting across from Trump at the White House, engaged in a tumultuous conversation in which he was ejected from the presidential residence. And then he goes over to the UK and he's like, "Oh, I demand $2.5 billion." It's like, I'm sorry, demand? You're not in any place to be making demands. Now, you could request, but to say that you demand, this is why Trump had a problem with you. You don't come into the country and demand money. You are asking us for help. So you are in no place to demand anything. Muted Show host Conan O'Brien, a comedian known for avoiding political charged topics, briefly acknowledged the devastating Los Angeles wildfires. But beyond that, the show largely avoided world affairs. Even Hollywood's usual grandstanding over international conflicts was notably subdued. Daryl Hannah managed a brief Slava Ukraine while presenting best editing, and a vague remark about standing up to a powerful Russia made it into O'Brien's monologue. Beyond that, the Academy largely kept its heads down. One of the most unexpected moves of the night, notorious anti-Trump actor Mark Hamill took the stage as a presenter. Known for his unhinged social media rants against the president, Hamill stunned the audiences by staying completely on script. Perhaps he learned his lesson after many public embarrassments. He also apparently learned his lesson after wearing a proper belt after his wardrobe malfunction at the BAFTAs, where his pants fell down mid-speech, trying to show people his lightsaber. Thankfully, the Oscars were spared a repeat of that embarrassing display. A Hollywood reckoning. The Academy's reluctance to dive headfirst into political commentary this year suggests a larger shift. Perhaps after years of lecturing audiences, the industry is starting to realize that Americans aren't looking to award shows for political sermons. Yeah, you guys make more in 1 year than we will in our entire life. Even if we had a few lifetimes, we're still not going to make nearly as much as you people do. You people are in no situation to be lecturing anyone about what it, oh, this and racism and this and that and climate change. And you talk about climate change while you all fly to these freaking places in your expensive, gas guzzling jets. But you want to sit here and talk about climate change and how all of us need to reduce our carbon footprint? Go fuck yourselves. The sounding rejection of Hollywood's preferred candidates and narratives in the 2024 election was a wake-up call, and the silence at this year's Oscars speaks volumes. As the glitz and glamour fade, one thing is clear: Hollywood's grip on the cultural and political conversation is slipping. With Trump back in the White House, the industry's influence isn't what it used to be, and judging by the Oscars' noticeably restrained tone, even Hollywood knows it. Yeah. Because again, we're not with an administration that's going to be tolerating this kind of stuff. The DEI, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. And again, they've seen that people don't care. They were coming out like, oh, well, if you don't vote for Kamala Harris, you're a racist, you're a phobe, you're an ism. Look, we have Beyonce vote, we have Beyonce, we have Taylor Swift. Come on, Swiftie. They still lost. When you come out and insult a group of people, they're going to turn against you. So saying that more than 50% of Americans are dumb rednecks or something, you're just gonna alienate people. Not just the dumb rednecks, but the potential people who are level-headed and fair-minded. They're gonna look at that and be like, well, I was gonna vote for Kamala, but I'm not gonna vote for someone who just insulted and just kind of stereotyped an entire group of people because of who they vote for. It's like, clearly there's more than just rednecks voting for Trump. You had black people voting for Trump. You had Latinos voting for Trump. You had Asians voting for Trump. But no, it's all dumb rednecks. It's all dumb white rednecks. And people are just tired of it. People are tired of these Hollywood elitists coming up and lecturing people. You need to do your part. We need to change. The climate is... As you drive over your expensive limos that are guzzling gas, your private jets that are guzzling gas, and all the fuel. Yeah, you want to lecture us? Your private jets probably have more exhaust in 1 day than our cars do in a year. But sure, keep fucking lecturing us. So I'm glad that people are just kind of exposing their crap and just getting tired of it. The fact that they kind of, hopefully this is something that sticks, because again, you're watching the award shows for the awards. You're not watching for these Hollywood pricks to be like, oh my God, this was a great year for BIPOC representation, free Palestine, and fuck Donald Trump. No, you're not there to watch. You're not there for that. Just do your crappy little award show, give out your little awards, and be done with it. Go up there and say, this award is for the best supporting act. Just, there you go. There you go. That's all you have to do. But, yeah, hopefully this is just the start of a shift, because people are tired of it. People are just tired of it. Isn't that right, Adam? Adam's like, yeah, I'm tired of it. Look at me, I'm sleeping. That's how tired of it I am. But let me know if you guys watched the Oscars last night. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.